What's hello in Portuguese? Hola! Anyway, hello.
Hi.
We've got Caretos.
Caretos from Mibo Games. We're going to be reviewing today.
Yes, we've had this game for quite a while now, and I've reviewed it in Polish, and now it's time to do it in English, because why not?
Yeah. We've played it quite a lot, because well, I mean, spoilers, we do like this game.
You can stop.
Right. So what is a Caretos?
A Careto, I guess, isn't it? Or
Careto.
Caretos is plural. So that's the villagers that have been possessed by demons. And they're now wearing this really weird clothing, very like what's called demonic colours, red, green and yellow, and they've got rattles and sticks and they're scaring other villagers. So in this game, we won't be Caretos.
We are other demons. We are real demons.
And as the demons, we are scaring the villagers that are going to be running around the board, and we want to eat them.
Yes, I'm not sure it says eat in the rulebook. I think it's like capture or something.
Yeah.
But you're moving around the board, and when you move into a space with villagers, as Pebble is demonstrating.
Yes, you devour the villager if it's on his own. If there's a group of villagers,
they scatter, they disperse.
Scatter, yeah.
Kind of like in pandemic when a disease goes outwards, it's kind of like that, but there's nothing left. Where your monster goes, everyone runs away from in all different directions.
Yeah.
So, but the interesting thing is that you have two demons you're controlling. So you could scare villagers from one space and scare them into your other creature that's waiting in the next space. And because whenever a villager is on its own, that's when it can get eaten. As they run away one by one. So you can end up setting up combos like that.
Yeah. And you can be your favorite demons. You can be the boogeyman.
The boogeyman.
That's in here looks completely different to what I think a boogeyman looks like. It's more like it's like a very like a sort of werewolfy sort of thing.
He's got like horns. It's like a creepy, spindly werewolf thing with horns.
You can be the witch.
Yeah.
You can be the werewolf. You can be Trevor. Trevor is the best thing.
Trevor is like a weird little creepy demonic fox thing.
Trevor.
Lost souls, just like a ghostly thing that goes through. And all the different demons have their own different abilities.
So each of those demons have their own special abilities and movement, and depending on what card we'll draw, different things will happen. You can do different things with that demon. Yeah.
There are lots of kind of mini objectives and stuff, and so there's always like 3 face up at any one time, and you can spend campfire tokens that you get whenever you scare a group of villagers from around a campfire. You can spend those tokens to get little objectives that you think you're going to be able to do, and that gives you some kind of focus on, right, I've got this objective card, it's going to score me this many points if I can set up this situation here.
And you also get the objective for the end of the game, what you get the points for.
Yeah.
So it's not really an objective, but say you get 2 points per each red villager you have.
Yeah, and that's a secret objective everyone gets at the start, and that gives them an overall plan for what they're going to be doing in the game. So that, again, that adds a lot of replay value, because every game you could have a different secret final objective, which will change the way you're going to play the game.
Yeah, and also, well, the game ends when there is no more villagers left.
Yeah.
So the game might start very slowly, but then very quickly, because like if there's 3 villagers left, there's not much really they can do.
Well, because villagers can only be eaten when they're on their own. Initially, they're in big groups, so it's going to take a while to break up those groups and spread them across the map to then eat them. But there are cards that help regroup people.
Yeah.
There are cards when you play them, all the people that are on their own will all run in the shortest line back to another group. So that's how things can get regrouped again after they've all been split up.
Yeah.
So that helps stop the game kind of snowballing too much and ending way too quickly.
But it's a like medium length game. It's just enough. It's not too long. It's not too short.
Yeah, it's perfect. And the Caretos themselves, we forgot to mention, these are kind of like neutral demons that also eat villagers, or capture villagers.
Yeah.
So you can use those to kind of steal villagers from your opponents, essentially, like prevent your opponents from getting that villager.
Yeah, you see that this one will move here and eat that one, but if you can move the Caretos, you'll do that, and he'll go away. So you won't get any points, but your opponents also won't get any points.
Also, Caretos can actually capture your demons.
Yeah.
So that adds. There's an element of danger when you're around a Caretos because the opponent could have something that allows them to move that Caretos onto your demon, capturing it, and then to release your demon, you can spend fire tokens, or I believe there's some other mechanism.
There's cards if you have like a certain card thing.
Certain combination of cards allows you to unlock your demon again.
Like
so
if you're sitting in a cauldron. That's why you've got 2 demons.
Yes.
So even if you lose one, you still have the other one.
You still
so
have
you're not
the
completely stuck. Unless both of your demons go in a cauldron, then
yes.
might be a problem.
I should stress that we've only played this game at two player, and this kind of game you wouldn't think it would work that well at 2 player, but actually
it does.
It works pretty well. And there are 2 sides of the board. So when playing at larger player counts, like 3 or 4, there's actually
that's the board. That's the board for more players.
Yeah. So there's a bigger board. When you're playing with 2 players, you flip it over and there's a tighter board. It's smaller. So
there's not as many routes going on like in this one. Like in here, that would be chaotic, but it would be chaotic and fun.
Yeah.
Like this is a very fun game. There's not a lot of thinking really in here. I mean, you need to think what is your best movement to go around the board, but it's a very fun game. Like you play with your family, depending on how your children are with like scary stuff. It's not very scary, but still there are demons and things.
I mean, all the artwork in this game strikes the right balance to me between being playful but not kiddie and cartoony.
Yeah.
So it's not like horrific like Cthulhu,
there's no gore
mythos,
and
monsters.
It's
It's
colourful and it's like it's funny, but it's also a bit creepy.
Like this guy.
What Trevor?
Trevor is just such a.
He's a fox with big yellow eyes.
He is kind of creepy looking, but he's also kind of charming.
Yeah. Like all of them. I look at this one. What's her name? Maria. Like she is just this green person with little scives for arms.
Hands,
it's just great.
So they're playful, but also still creepy. So it strikes a good balance. I think this would be a great family game. I reckon, 9 or 10-year-olds with their parents playing this could have a great time, and even just playing it with your friends. I really want to play this
more people
with the 3 or 4 player count.
COVID times
at the moment, unfortunately.
Hashtag,
but we've really enjoyed our 2-player plays of it so far. And although there is kind of negative player interaction, i.e. that you can use the Caretos to capture other people's demons, you can try and steal villages away from other players, I don't think it's that harsh that it completely ruins all your plans. Like, what you don't like is when you have this all big elaborate plan set up, and then someone comes in and does something you weren't expecting.
Swoops in and boom, you can't do
destroys
anything.
your entire plan that you've been.
But this
not
doesn't
here.
do it, yeah.
There aren't these long elaborate plans that can be foiled by someone doing the wrong thing. There's like, okay, well, that's annoying, but I can do this instead. And it's not that difficult to get your demon back if he is captured. So I think when you play with more players especially, you can't really plan too far ahead because they might move around all the villages that you were planning to do stuff with. So there's no point. And maybe the person before you, when they go, you can check what they're doing and then start planning your go based on what they're doing.
Yeah, but you don't know what cards you're going to have, do you?
Well, you have the cards in your hand.
Well, but I mean, I don't know.
Right, so this, I mean, it's quite a positive review, but I think we should go through our kind of like pros and cons for this game now, and hopefully help you make a decision on whether you want to buy it or not.
Do you have anything you don't like about it? No. I'm surprised this game hasn't been talked about more.
I don't know why. Maybe it hasn't been. Has it been released in America yet? Maybe it hasn't been released in America. Maybe it hasn't been released in the UK. I mean, we got our copy from Portugal itself. So maybe because of COVID related things, it's just not in the mainstream at the moment.
And it's a shame because it's such an original idea.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen this in a game before, and we've played a lot of games. Oh, this is like a family weight game. with colourful things, and it's all really simple and easy and language independent as well to an extent, because there is some text on the cards. You need to know what your things are doing, but as long as one person at the table speaks one of the 4 languages this game's been released in, just English, German, obviously Portuguese. Probably, yeah. Then, or Spanish, then yeah, you know, you'll be able to play it, and there isn't really a lot of things you have to take in before you play the game. There isn't many rules, and all the cards have symbols. There's no text on the cards. It's all like very clean and sort of easy to take in.
Somebody did mention they got these cool standees that actually have like see-through border around them. I quite like that. And they're kind of they let the light through, so if you're looking at them from the other side, you can still see what's on it. It was a thick, like, cardboard standee. Depending on your lighting conditions, it might not look that good. These look great from all angles.
Really good. And I don't think I've ever seen those in the game before. Like, there are cards that are see-through, like in glue or other things, but I don't think I've ever seen a see-through standee.
Yeah, and it means they can all be the same size and they're all robust, because the problem with some standees is they all start falling over and they're just way too flimsy. These have no danger of falling over.
And I mean, I like the production quality on this. I really like the board. I really like the graphics. I love the art on this game. Like, I do. It's sort of like Root a little bit, maybe.
It's that kind of board layout where you've got all the little paths and you're moving from kind of clearing to clearing. So I think this game probably isn't for someone that wants a complex strategy game. As we said, you can't really plan too far ahead, because there's a chance that people before you are going to change the layout of the board. But at the same time, when it does get round to your turn, it's not like you're going to be sitting there for ages working out the best possible move to do, because it's relatively simple. There will be a few different options for you to pick, and you just do one of them. So I don't think that's going to be as much of an issue.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I'm really glad we've got this, because
such a surprise. Yeah,
I've only seen this game before in pictures somewhere online randomly, and it looked really cool, and the cover looked really cool, and we never had a game with this theme. We've never had a game with this mechanics, really. Mechanism, not mechanics. But yeah.
So we definitely recommend Caretos. I think it will be a great game for families, or just like a lightweight game to play with your friends when they come over. Or even as we've demonstrated, just head to head with your partner, just playing 2-player. It works really well. So hopefully this video has given you enough of an idea of what the game is like. I know we haven't gone into in-depth how to play, but those are out there. So Caretos by Amiibo Games, it's a good one.
Good one.